How have you been?
Oh, that's what I want to ask you. Actually, I have been doing well. And when I met you at first time, my baby was 14 months old, and he became 19 months old. So 5 months has been passed already.
Ah, yes. So where have you been? Who have you been talking to? You
Mm,
left me. You
actually,
left me.
oh my
My
god.
heart is broken.
Yeah, actually, that's you were my first teacher, so that I didn't know even the specific program of this Min
Mhm.
English. I didn't know even there is a something personal chat to the teacher, so I couldn't send you the message. I just stopped my lesson at the time because I didn't have enough time to study that moment, so I extended my lesson for a few weeks, and
Mhm.
I tried to come back to your class. However, the time's away. I couldn't choose you, right?
Ah,
I
yes.
didn't know that. Maybe I couldn't have a chance to study with the same teacher again. Maybe that's the reason I moved to
Oh.
another lesson and teacher.
Mm. Who was your teacher for the past few months?
There were a lot of teachers. I changed lots of classes and I changed many teachers too. I try to choose the NS course, and
Mhm.
I chose what else? Chose the student material course too,
Oh,
and
yeah.
um, I just try to find the best way to study English. Just for me.
Mm. That's a good way. Yeah, to quickly improve and learn a language.
How have you been?
Find find the best way. Well, usual, getting more and more beautiful and
Ah.
having less and less money.
What about your pet dog? Actually, we've talked about your pet dog. Your landlord doesn't allow your pet dog to your house, so that I'm wondering who is taking care of him.
My dog, well, he's with my mom now. My mom is
Ah,
taking care of my dog.
still you couldn't be with him.
I try to visit every weekend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Even you
Because I'm
changed your
still,
color.
oh yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. When did I change my hair color? It's been a few months.
Hmm. You look
When
so
did I change?
different. It's really good on you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Well, so you've discovered that having your own material is the best way?
mm, because it makes me study because it's
Uh,
pretty related to my life. So uh, uh, I can use uh, some of expression in my life whenever I think of that topic. So that I think it's pretty good way to study English these days.
yes, that reminds me. I remember when I was learning Korean, I also tried different ways on how to learn Korean.
Mhm.
I tried reading children's books,
Uh huh.
reading webtoons, reading
Oh.
yeah, reading textbooks like really.
Oh. What was the best way
And
to learn Korean?
well, I discovered for pronunciation, I had to watch a lot of Korean drama and listen to
Oh.
a lot of Korean songs.
Oh.
But for vocabulary,
Mhm.
I read a lot of fairy tales, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The
Mm.
stories that I already know in English, I read it
Mhm.
in Korean, and yeah, it
Ah.
did improve my vocabulary a little.
Step by step, we need to know even the easiest words,
That's true.
right? Uh-huh. Even
Yeah,
that
the
we need to
easiest word.
learn. Mhm.
Even preschool books, I used the I made use of pre of kindergarten books,
Oh yeah, I
like
did
writing
too.
exercises.
I did too. I'm still teaching students, elementary school students, and I also
Mm.
use their easy storybook to teach them. Sometimes there's some words I didn't know, so I was so surprised. Oh my God, I didn't know the words like eel, E-E-L. Do you know that
Ah,
word?
yeah.
Uh, that's not common to uh, face to the words in around my life, so I never uh, never see that word ill, but I saw the word from the storybook. Oh, that's that
That's
meaning.
true.
Hmm.
Yeah, there
Hmm.
are. You can learn a lot. You can widen your vocabulary by reading storybooks.
Yeah, I agree on you.
Mm. Okay. Well, talking about going back to, you mentioned
Alright.
that you find expressions with topics that you're familiar with easier,
Mhm. Mhm.
and you chose financial management or money
Mhm.
management.
Mhm.
To be honest, I don't really know much about financial management. Oh yeah,
Mm.
you can pronounce it as financial, fi, or you can pronounce it fee, financial. It depends.
Financial.
Yeah,
Ah,
it
financial.
depends
Oh, wow.
on what you're more comfortable with in saying.
I
Mm.
got it. I didn't know that. Mhm.
What is my money? What is my money management thing? Nothing,
Then,
actually.
do you keep financial ledger?
Sort of.
Sort of
Sort
every
of.
day,
Yeah,
every
sort
week.
of. Meaning every payday, I would list.
Oh.
For example, November 15th. We get
Mhm.
paid every 15th and
Mhm.
30th of the month.
Mhm.
Okay. And I would look at how much I earned, and then this is the most basic thing I do, actually.
Oh,
This is my
really?
most money management um, activity. I would
Mm.
put away, I would write down my rent, and food, money for food,
Mm.
and then savings. That's it.
Oh, very simple.
Yeah, it's very simple. And yeah, usually I would put away. And if there is a little bit extra, I would
Mhm.
write it down as fun, like happy money or fun money.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy money only for you yourself, right?
Yeah, only for me. I could buy anything I want or go
Oh,
anywhere I want
sounds
with the
good.
fun money.
It's only possible when you're single, right?
Yes, that's true. I could only imagine yours. Your budgeting must be really, really long, like baby's needs would be another list.
That's the most big part of my money for baby.
Ah, yeah. I mean, he's 19 months old. Mm,
But still hard to take care of him. Actually, child rearing is really hard in my life.
really hard, and they outgrow clothes really quickly. So you'll be buying so
Yeah,
much,
but
so
I don't
much baby
have
clothes.
a background. What is the good quality of my baby? What is the best thick of shoes, or what is the best thick of the sweater of for my
Ah, yes.
baby? So even that the points to think think to buy his item.
Well, you can't ask him, so yeah, you would do a lot of guesswork.
Yes, right.
You're just thinking, oh, maybe this will work. Maybe it
Maybe,
won't.
maybe. It's really hard and then take a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to decide the right, what is the right decision.
Yes. And now it's going to change seasons again. It will become winter. It will become winter in a few weeks. So
Yes.
you'll go shopping again.
This day I'm using a used items that we can buy
Mhm.
from the uh, website.
Ah.
Because babies are growing so fast, so the moms are sharing uh, their babies items. Um in the website with a very cheap prices. So I usually use that website for my baby. So it's not that mm, I don't spend that much money for my baby, but that's still pretty much a month.
Yes, that's very economical, buying things secondhand.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's one tip in financial management. Okay, so money management is, it's very helpful because taking the time to manage your money can
Mhm.
really pay off. It's really worth it. Mm.
Mhm.
So it can pay off or it's worth it because you can save a lot of your money as long as you know how to set up a budget, stick to the budget, and saving money.
Mhm.
Okay, and you sent me a few questions. Let's answer them.
What
Well,
are
actually,
some tips
you
for
sent
you?
one, two, and three.
Mhm. All right.
Okay, so number one, what are some, okay, can you tell me what are some tips for saving money?
Maybe cutting down the cost is the best way to save money, right?
That's
Uh,
true, yeah.
mhm. But if I have a residual fund, then I separate out my investments in the short, the mid, and the long term ways. I
Ah.
separated every month, and I plan for until 100 years.
Until 100 years.
I might leave that until that years, I
Yeah,
guess.
you might live that long.
uh,
Well,
uh,
it's better safe than sorry. So, yeah, save until think of think of it that you'll live for 100 years.
I just prepare the future so that I also taking care of my money until that years. So I prepare low risk investment methods. For the short-term investments, I have an installment savings account, even
Mhm.
for my baby, and I can save a certain amount money every month.
That's a good idea
Mhm.
because, your baby, in a blink of an eye, you'll just be surprised your baby is already in kindergarten, then in elementary school, and middle school, high school. And education is not cheap. So
Mhm. Yes.
it's a good idea to start saving now
Yes.
for his
Yes.
future.
That might be burden some days. If when I face to that situation, uh, uh, to spend a lot of money at once, then I might be uh, embarrassed, right? So
That's
I need to
true.
prepare step by step. That is the reason I'm having an instrument savings account. for him.
Could you
Mm-hmm.
imagine? Could you imagine the cost of university in 18 years?
I'm not gonna support him. He gonna make his own money. Cause I did. He
If
will
he
do
wants to go
himself.
to university.
Yeah, he could do.
Yes, that's a good idea. I mean, support him until he finishes high school,
Yes.
and then tell him, if you want to go to university, pay for it
Yes.
pay for it yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, I was impressed with the answer, well, with the message you sent about how you manage your money, where you invest in stocks and all
Yeah,
those
yeah,
things.
yeah. That's the thing. For the mid and long-term investment, I have a several assurances and a
Oh.
separate pension savings account, which is related uh, on insurance plan.
Hmm.
And it is mainly an important way to save up as a post-retirement plan.
That's true. I did
Mm-hmm.
hear I did hear that if you have a bit more extra, you should increase your pension fund so that
Mm-hmm.
when you get old, it's
Yeah,
hard to imagine that we'd
we
get,
have
but
to prepare.
eventually, yeah, we
Yeah,
have to prepare.
because I might do not work, then I don't have enough income in that days. So
Mm,
I think I also need to set aside, set some money aside
yes,
for that period.
that's true. I mean, I do hear some stories, well, some news in Korea where elderly, a few elderly people have no money at all. They have nothing because they spent all their money on their children,
Yes, that's
their
the
education,
problem.
thinking that their children would help them
Mhm,
when they
mhm,
grow old, but
mhm,
well, it didn't happen, so now they're homeless.
mhm.
And when I read that news, I was like, oh no, that happens in Korea.
What
Bec-
about Philippines?
Well, here in the Philippines, it's changing, but still, most parents again think that their children are their banks, are their
Oh, really?
savings.
Banks? Even banks?
Banks, yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
why there are also a lot of Philippine families that would spend all their money on their children, just like in Korea, and
Mm,
thinking that their children will support them. It will go the other way when they get old. But it's
Actually,
changing now.
even we are changing too, but that's trend is a bit different. Actually, my parents really taking care of their own money, and then they would like to spend their own money until uh, while they leave.
Yes.
So they're not gonna share their money for us if they have some uh, enough money even for
Mm.
their children. They would like to share some days, but not now. So I don't expect their money at all. I try to make my own money even.
That's true. Even my parents are very westernized. They said,
Mm,
"You work for your own money, we will work for our own money. We'll
mm.
just help you when you're really in a tight spot, you know. But more or less, it's
It sounds
on your
more
own. You're on your
logical.
own." Oh, but hold on, Sammy. Our time is up.
Over, right?
Yeah, time flies when I'm talking to you.
It was so nice talking to you.
Thank you so much, Sammy. I'll see you again on Tuesday, okay?
Alright, see you next
All
week
right.
and have a nice weekend.
Have a great weekend too.
Alright, bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Mhm.